Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Jeff here, CC Mentor, here on the CC Mentor channel on YouTube. And I wanted to, toward the end, what it looks like toward the end of BNB Stake here, make another video just with the transition that's taking place at the moment. So it is 6:50 p.m. Wednesday, the 31st of March at 6:50, U.S. Pacific time. And right now, as it stands, this contract balance has gone down pretty substantially since my last video. One would assume that barring some, whale coming in and, kind of saving the day on this thing, which, I don't know why that would happen, but it looks like it is about on its way out, and it's ticking its way down to zero. So, I'll be coming up here. Actually, I just passed day 5. So, I've got about 4 hours left potentially before I would have actually been just straight up break even on this program. I came in on Friday night, about 6:40 my time. And right now we're at 497. And in fact, here, I'm going to refresh the page for you real quick and show you, in fact, how fast this is going down. So we're now down to 456. So that's what's going on in the world of BNB Stake. I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to pause the recording right now. I'm going to go take a walk. I'll be gone for maybe 45 minutes. And I'm just really curious what this looks like when I get back, and if it's even here when I get back. But then when I get back, I am going to talk a little bit about what I did yesterday and a couple other things that I'm looking at. But one thing that I got involved in that I think you might really like, and it's called Squat Up. Now remember, I'm going to say this probably multiple times during this video, as I say it multiple times through every video. And that is that I want to make sure that you understand that these staking on these smart contracts, these types of smart contracts, quite likely is more of should be considered more of a casino game, more of a gamble, rather than an actual program where you're building up coins, where you're building up value in coins. But they're interesting, and they're on our team, we like to play games. This isn't what we do as our primary thing, but you can see that just in the last less than 24 hours, some pretty good things have happened here. So I'm going to stop there and just pause for a second. I'm going to refresh this again real quick. I don't know what I've been talking for, maybe a minute or two now. And I just want to show you again where we're at. From 456, now we're down to 452. So yeah, I will, I'll come back to this video here shortly after I finish taking a walk, and then we'll talk about this some more. Okay, guys, well, I'm back, and it has been, what time was it? 6:50. So it's been almost an hour since I left, and I haven't done the great unveiling yet. I have still to refresh the page. It's still 452, 390 where I left it when I paused the video. Went out, got a nice walk in, got a little bit of oxygen flowing in my system, got a real clear head about some things. And so look, just before I do this, I just want to say whatever the result is, I just want to say that, there are a lot of ways to earn income and also actually invest in the crypto space. Like I took a couple of trades last night on Bitcoin. I've got a long position in Ethereum right now. Learning how to trade with leverage, if you're interested in stuff like that, that's something that is a great way to do it. There's actual staking where you're, accumulating a real coin. We have several different projects. We've got the PEAK Defi project. You can see that one working really, really well. I actually claimed and restaked my rewards here. There's information about that down in the description. We've got our NRGY token that we've been working with. It's also really strong. I'm not actually logged into that right now, but I'll come back to that another time. So, there's lots of ways to actually earn income and actually generate good investment returns. And obviously we're in a bull market in the crypto space. So it's important to learn this. This is the money of the future, and these types of smart contracts like we're looking at with BNB Stake here, as I've continued to say over and over, are really more like a gamble, more like a casino game, but it does give you some great skills. It helps you to learn how to use smart contracts, use your MetaMask wallet, learn how to move, BNB around. And that's all really important to your long-term success. So, as I was sharing with somebody a little earlier when I was on my walk, I only spend about 10% of my attention on, and my investing budget, basically, in programs like this. About 30 to 40% is going into actual trading. And most of my time I spend either in my other non-crypto businesses or in the space where we're using the Ethereum smart contracts to create an educational platform for you to learn how to generate ETH in a non-passive way, in a way that requires you to put some effort in. And if you're interested in learning about any of that stuff, more than happy to chat with you at any time. You'll always see my Messenger link, Facebook Messenger, down below in the description. I'm very easy to find online, so just reach out if you have a question. So anyway, with these programs, we saw this one have a meteoric rise and then a very, very big fast crash, what appears to be a fast crash over the last 24 hours, last day and a half. So anyway, I'm going to refresh the page real quick here right now. Then I'm going to talk about something else for a minute. Let's go ahead and refresh this and see where we're at. This is at 7:51 United States Pacific time on Wednesday, March 31st. So let's see where we're at. Okay. So now we're recording again. I got my internet back, and you can see that the total contract balance has gone to zero in the amount of time that I was gone, a little bit more than an hour. So now if I go down here to try to withdraw this last bit of BNB that I have, it'll be interesting. See, this is all a learning experience for all of us. So I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to see what it says. And I bet it's going to give me some kind of an odd message like it can't be completed or words to that effect. So, yeah, there's nothing. No message. So, it says withdrawal successful. Well, that would shock me if that were true. Let's take a look. 2.5495. No, nothing changed. So, it says zero, but nothing went into my wallet, which how could it? Because there was nothing there to go to my wallet. So, we'll see if this thing comes back to life. I'm thinking that you can probably, put a fork in this one. It's probably done. But this is, the part of the learning process that we all go through. So remember, once again, when you participate in anything like this, it's important to treat it for what it is. It is a risk, high risk, extremely high risk, because look at these ridiculous returns. I mean, it's extremely high returns, extremely high risk. I don't make recommendations about any of it. I think you're big boys and girls. You can make your own decisions. I believe in personal sovereignty at a very high level. I don't think it's up to anyone else to make your decisions for you, as long as you're not hurting anybody else in the process. So, I will let people know about things like this. I think it's an important part of the crypto universe evolution. But with that said, there are a lot of other things that we do that you can pretty much count on. They eliminate the risk as long as you put in the effort. Obviously, there's always going to be some kind of a risk in crypto, going up and down as it is. But I think everybody's pretty much understanding that at this point, crypto's here to stay. It is the way money will be done as we move forward. You can see that by the big institutional money that's coming in. You can see that by price action. And obviously you're here, so I don't have to, I'm preaching to the choir on that one. So anyway, let's talk about what is working. And what is working really well right now is this program that I did a video on. Actually, the tail end of my video last night about BNB Stake was about this plan, which is called Squad Up. So I have dropped a referral link in the description below. But again, I just want to continue to say, for people who might skip through and catch this at different times, I want to say this is something that you should consider to be like a casino game, like you would go to a craps table or a blackjack table or a slot machine in Las Vegas. That's how you should treat this, only with money that you can afford to lose. There are some things that are really interesting about this. Since my first video that I made introducing it last night, these numbers have gone up substantially. In fact, this number is over tripled. So last night it was about 10,039 when I made the video. And this total contract balance was about half of this, about 6,206. So you can see two things that I think are important to understand when you're looking at this. One is that the difference between, first of all, last night, the difference between 6206 and 10,000, that's 60% of the total contract balance was still in the total BNB staked. Now, as these, what I've seemed to notice, and tell me in the comments if you agree, disagree, if you think that there's a different sort of calculation that we should be doing here, but it seems to me that the wider this number is, the total BNB staked, or whatever the token is, but in this case BNB, the wider the gap between the total staked and the total contract balance, the less time there is for this thing to continue. And in addition to that, when this number starts going down consistently, I mean, obviously there are going to be upswings and downswings, but when that number starts going down consistently, like BNB Stake did over the last couple of days, then you can start to see, the handwriting on the wall, and it's about to be lights out on something like this. So that's my take on it. Again, I like playing in this space. It's up to you whether you want to or not. These plans are very simple. They've got plan one. This is just a one-day plan. It's 111. Now it goes up 0.5% every day. So yesterday was 110%. Now it's 111%. And that doesn't mean you put in whatever your amount is and you get that plus 111%. It's basically a net return of right now 11.2%. But it's one day, 24-hour risk. So, can't really, clearly the thing is going to last for another 24 hours. Everything you can go through and you can put in all right, so if you were to put in 10 BNB, I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm just using this as an example. You get back 11.12 tomorrow at the same time, 24 hours later. I got started, it'll be about 2 hours since my first full day. I'll show you in a second what my results have been. So plan two, similarly, it's a lesser daily return, but it's for 3 days. So your net return would be 3 times 41, or what is that, 123. So about another 12% more than plan one, and your risk is 3 days. And it just continues to go down the line like that. I chose to go to plan four because 2 reasons. And this is just my logic. I'm not recommending you do anything that, I'm not recommending you do anything. I'm not even recommending you do this at all. Again, it's totally your decision how you want to handle it. But for me, I thought, okay, I see this as a 4-day risk. And here's why. Actually, even plan 5 looks like it's about a 4-day risk right now. And plan 6 probably will be tomorrow and within a couple of days, assuming, everything continues. So if in 27% a day, in 4 days, I've got more than my initial investment back. But if I were to put in 10, actually I put in 7, so I'll tell you, I put in 7. And at the end of 14 days, if we get that far, we're looking at 26.56. It's not quite that much because my return was actually 26.7, I believe. And it's gone up by 0.5% every day, like you can see here, 27.2. So you can withdraw at any point. You can withdraw several times a day. Just know that you're going to pay, the gas fees every time. But of course, with BNB, the gas fees are super, super cheap. So that's one of the things that makes this really attractive. In addition to the fact that, there's a lot of good reasons to be staking BNB right now, to be able to collect and, stack your bags of BNB. For one thing, the price of the token is going up. There's going to be a use case down the road that's going to be, huge with this. I personally believe, again, not investment advice. This is just my belief, my experience, sharing with you my own journey. But also because there are going to be, even the programs that we're doing with smart contracts and Ethereum, they're about to launch one with BNB. Now, it's not this type of a smart contract where eventually it's just going to die. It's you get back out of it what you put into it, basically. And I'll explain that to you if you want to reach out to me directly. But anyway, let me just share with you. I'm not even 24 hours into this yet. And let me share with you my results. In fact, I haven't even looked at this since I got back. The big unveiling was supposed to be the big part of this video. So, okay, so I've got, so I staked yesterday 7 BNB, and at 26.7%, you can see here, the amount was 7, and the profit is going to be 26.166, and once it completes, assuming it does complete, on the 13th of April. So it's in the still collecting status. Now, you may ask yourself, okay, well, why do I have 5.3? Actually, 5.3? That's a lot. So I figured by 24 hours, I should have 1.75, right? Or not, a little bit more than that. 26% of 7 BNB is what I should have staked after 24 hours. And that will be true, but obviously last night, I didn't even notice this till this morning, but some people jumped on my affiliate link, and let's just see here. Yeah, about 12 people came in, and thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do it, I'd rather you use my affiliate link than someone else's. But that's 3.6 BNB that I earned just on referrals. So that's cool. So there's another lesson in how you can actually generate revenue using affiliate programs like this and referral programs. But remember, again, you know, if you're going to refer somebody, use the disclaimers, you know, really just like adopt the right philosophy about this, because you know you don't want to tell people, hey, you're going to go, you know, make $1 gazillion in this thing and go throw your life savings into it and go pull money out of your bank account. I don't think you should do that. I think you should just, you know, take whatever you feel like is a risk, something that you would feel like if you had a pocket full of cash in your, you know, going to Las Vegas, what would you be willing to leave on the blackjack table? That's the way you should always look at this. And I'm sorry if I'm redundant about that, but it's really important that you get it. Like I said, I'm always going to trust you to make your right decision for you. But by the same token, I think it's really important that I continue to emphasize, you know, be smart about this. This is not investing. This is gaming. This is gambling. So anyway, you can see that actually the only thing I have not done so far is to take a withdrawal. So why don't I just go ahead and show you that too, so you can see that that works. So I'm going to go ahead and withdraw. Boom, click on the withdraw button, and it's just going to withdraw the maximum amount. You can't determine an amount to withdraw. You just have to accept it, you know, the full amount. So this is going to go to 0. So I'm going to confirm that. I'm probably actually going to just reinvest this at this point. But right now I'm not going to do it because I've got something else I have to do when I finish this video. So let's just see where we're at. See how long it takes to withdraw. It's not there yet, apparently. Oh, yes, it is there. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I just withdrew, and it didn't give me the notification like it did on the BNB Stake. So now, okay, there we go. Now it's down to 0, and now it's starting to accumulate again. And it's like, you know, 0.0003 every, I don't know, minute or something. It's kind of cool to see the ticker go up and up and up. So, all right, look, I've probably gone on too long. I've had a couple of people comment on the videos that, hey, you know, you don't have to spend so much time talking about all these different things. But, you know, bottom line is I feel like I talk about on my channel what I feel is important. And, you know, one of those things is the nature and inherent risk in this. I'm going to be talking about a couple of other ones that I'm researching right now, but I'm also, like I said, I'm trading. I've got some active trades I got to keep an eye on. So I'm going to roll out of here for now, but I appreciate you guys watching the video. And like I said, you know, make your own decision. Links are down below if you want to check it out. Reach out to me directly if you would like to learn more about some of the other projects that we do. There'll be a link to a couple of the staking projects that we do down below. These are like real genuine projects with coins that you can stake, and, you know, prices grow and projects are going to, you know, develop on these platforms, etc. Different kind of staking than this. This is more like game staking and versus, you know, reality staking, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, that's it for now. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate your support. Appreciate your comments. Leave your comments below. What do you think is going to happen? How long do you think this one will last? How did you do with BNB Stake? You know, what else is going on in your world? And also, if you like the content, you know, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell button so you get notifications when I make new videos. I've been making quite a few lately. You know, give me a thumbs up on the video. Appreciate all that. So talk to you guys soon. For now, CC Mentor. This is Jeff. I am out. See ya.